Druid! We're doing the Druid. Reviewing the Druid. You get spellcasting. If you want me to review spellcasting, let me know and I'll make another video. Level 1, Druidic. You always have Speak with Animals prepared. That's nice. And you can use Druidic to leave hidden messages. Let's see, you get a Primal Order. You can be a Magician to learn an extra cantrip and get bonuses to your Arcana and Nature checks equal to your Wisdom modifier. Or you can be a Warden, gaining proficiency with martial weapons and training with medium armor. At level 2, you can Wild Shape. Takes a bonus action, which is nice quality of life improvement instead of needing to take an action as it was in 2014. And you can, everything looks the same, number of hours, half your Druid level, or you can leave early as a bonus action. You can do it twice. You gain 1 expended use on a short rest and all of your uses on a long rest. And you gain additional uses when you reach certain Druid levels. That's nice, because it used to just be, you get 2, and that's all you get. You get 2. Sucks. Alright. Known forms. 1/4 lacks fly speed. That goes up to a half. And then 1. I believe that's the same. You retain your personality, memories, and ability to speak, which is cool. That's new. And let's see. You gain a number of temporary hit points equal to your Druid level. Your game statistics are replaced by the stat block. You retain your skill and saving throw proficiencies, and you use your proficiency bonus for them, in addition to gaining the proficiencies of the creature. And if a skill or saving throw modifier is higher than yours, then you use the one in the stat block instead. You cannot cast spells while Wild Shape, but shape-shifting does not break your concentration. I believe that's the same. And your ability to handle objects is determined by your new form. Worn equipment functions as normal, but it must be practical at the DM's discretion. Your equipment doesn't change size or shape to match your new form. Any equipment in the new form, if you can't wear it, it has to fall to the ground or merge with the new form. That's fair. Equipment that merges with the form has no effect while you're in that form. That's a good distinction to make. So your armor might not work if you're transforming into something huge. At level 2, you get Wild Companion. I believe that was a Tasha's rule. That is now official. Let's see, as a magic action you can expend a spell slot or a use of Wild Shape to do Find Familiar. That's nice that you can do a spell slot now. It was just Wild Shape before. The Familiar is Fey when done in this way, and it disappears after a long rest. Level 3, you get your subclass. Okay, level 5, Wild Resurgence. Once on each of your turns, if you have no uses of Wild Shape left, you can give yourself one by expending a spell slot. No action required. Hey, that's pretty nice. So you can now, at level 5, use your spell slots for extra uses of Wild Shape. In addition, you can expend 1 use of Wild Shape to give yourself 1 spell slot, but you can only do that once per long rest instead of once on each of your turns. So you can funnel a lot of spell slots into Wild Shape. Wild Shape, you can only funnel 1 into spell slots. Level 7, you get Elemental Fury. That means you choose Potent Spellcasting, add your Wisdom modifier to Druid cantrips, which sounds like it would be pretty good for a Shillelagh build, if you want to do that. Or if you're doing that, you might just want to do Primal Strike to deal an extra 1d8 cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage. And that is when you're using a weapon or a beast form attack. That's pretty cool. And then level 15, you can increase the range of your Druid cantrips by 300 feet. Oof, if it has a range of 10 feet or greater. That's pretty crazy. Don't know why you would need to cast a cantrip that far, but hey, nice. And then the extra damage of a Primal Strike increases to 2d8, depending on which one you chose. Level 18, you can cast spells in your beast form, except for any spell that has a material component with a cost. So things like your Revivify, Raise Dead, Resurrection, or a lot of higher level spells. You get your epic boon, that'll be in a different video. And Archdruid. Whenever you roll initiative and have no wild shape left, you get one use of it. Nature Magician. You can convert uses of wild shape into a spell slot. Choose a number of your unexpected uses of wild shape and convert them into a single spell slot, with each use contributing 2 spell levels. So if you convert 2 uses of wild shape, you produce a 4th level spell slot. That's cool. It gives you a little more going back from wild shape to spell slots, where spell slots can easily become wild shape. Interesting. There's like a... Oh, and then you can only do that once per long rest. So you can turn spell slots into wild shapes, and then use those wild shapes to regain a higher level spell slot. So there's a cool transaction you can do there. And then for every 10 years that pass, you only age 1 year. This is the Druid spell list. If you want me to go through all the spells, let me know. That'll be a different video. All right. I'm gonna get another cough drop here, because I'm doing a ton of talking. All right, Circle of the Land. You get to pick one of these spell lists, either arid, polar, temperate, or tropical. You get Land's Aid. You can use your wild shape. Point within 60 feet of yourself. Flowers and thorns appear in a 10-foot radius sphere. Each creature of your choice makes a con save, taking necrotic damage. And then one creature gains 2d6 hit points. That's fine. And then the damage and healing increase. That's not bad for level 3. It's level 3, I'll give it that. Alright. Natural Recovery. You can cast one of the leveled spells that you have prepared without expending a spell slot, and must finish a long rest to do so again. That's new. That part's new. I think this part's the same. When you finish a short rest, you can choose an expended spell slot to recover. The spell slots... multiple spell slots to recover. The slots can have a combined level equal or less than half of your Druid level rounded up, but none of them can be level 6 or higher. That's cool. I think some of that may have added a caveat there, but more or less the same. Level 10, you are immune to poison. The poison condition, not the poison damage. And you have resistance to a damage type according to your current land choice. Current land choice. Did I miss that you can change it? Oh yeah, whenever you finish a long rest, you can change this out. That's pretty cool. So you're not stuck there. And so at level 10, you can change it based off of like, oh, we're gonna fight a white dragon, so I need lightning resistance, or sorry, cold resistance. Blue dragon is lightning. And then you get Nature's Sanctuary at level 14. As a magic action, you use your wild shape to summon trees and vines, 15-foot cube within 120 feet. They last for 1 minute. You get half cover, and your allies also get to share your resistance, and you can move it around, so that's kind of cool. Not the greatest. Half cover, I believe, is a +2 bonus to AC for your whole party. Okay, I can't be mad at it. That's pretty good. Not the greatest, but pretty good. All right, Circle of the Moon. Maximum challenge rating for your wild shape is your druid level divided by 3. Your AC is 13 plus your wisdom modifier if it's higher than the beast's AC, which is nice. And you gain a number of temporary hit points equal to 3 times your druid level. Remember, temporary hit points do not stack, so it would go default to the higher number. You get your Circle of the Moon spells and your improved circle forms. You gain the following benefits. Each of your attacks in wild shape deals normal damage or radiant damage. That's nice, makes it kind of magical to overcome resistance. And you can add your wisdom modifier to your constitution saving throws so that you can continue to concentrate on whatever spell you cast before you went into your circle form. Level 10, you get Moonlight Step. You magically transport yourself. It's a bonus action, teleport 30 feet. And then you have advantage on the next attack roll before the end of this turn. That's scary. Teleporting wolf. Yeah, I would be freaked out. You can use this number of times equal to your wisdom modifier. And you get it back on a long rest. Or you can use a level 2 or higher spell slots to regain your uses of this. That's cool, because this is basically a better Misty Step, honestly. But you get it at level 10 instead of level 4. 3. Level 3 is the earliest you can get Misty Step. But you get more uses of it. So anyway, level 14 you get Lunar Form. So once per turn you can deal an extra 2d10 radiant damage when you hit with a wild shape form's attack. And whenever you use Moonlight Step, you can also teleport a willing creature. So even more improvement there. They must be within 10 feet of you, and you teleport to another space within 10 feet of your destination. Cool. Next we have the Circle of the Sea, which is new to this book, so I'm going to pay a little closer attention to this. All of that stuff was really cool, because before it was basically just like, yeah, you do the druid thing better than other druids. But this actually like improves your damage and your survivability and allows you to teleport and gives you more to do than just like, I'm a wolf now. Okay. Circle of the Sea. You get your circle spells, and you get something called Wrath of the Sea. Expend a use of your wild shape to manifest a 5-foot emanation of ocean spray, so 5-foot circle around you, for 10 minutes. When you manifest it, and as a bonus action on your turns, choose another creature you can see within the emanation. They have to make a con save or take cold damage and be pushed 15 feet away from you. And the damage equals a number of d6s equal to your wisdom modifier. Dang, that's pretty good for level 3. What the heck? Because you can get, if you're doing like a custom lineage, you can get an 18 at level 1. Or if you're rolling for stats, but that's hard to verify. But that's 4d6 damage as a bonus action. Dang, that's pretty good. Level 6 Aqua Affinity. That emanation increases to 10 feet. I think it was, yeah, just 5 feet before. And you gain a swim speed equal to your speed. Ooh. Doing a lot of talking. Alright. Let's see. Level 10 is Stormborn. When your Wrath of the Sea is active, you can also fly. That's cool. And you have resistance to cold, lightning, and thunder damage. Liking that a lot. And then level 14, Oceanic Gift. Instead of the emanation around yourself, you can manifest it around a willing creature within 60 feet of yourselves. And they get all the benefits of the emanation. And they use your spell save DC and wisdom modifier for it. And then you can manifest the emanation around both the other creature and yourself if you expend 2 uses of your wild shape instead of 1. So you can now share your Wrath of the Sea benefits with others. I like it. This is a solid subclass. I would consider choosing this, especially if I'm wanting to do like a pirate themed character. I actually have a character in mind that I think I'm going to update to the 2024 rules to use this subclass. I like it. Okay, finally, Circle of the Stars. You get your star map. You get Guidance and Guiding Bolt spells prepared. You can cast Guiding Bolt without using a spell slot. Number of times equal to your wisdom modifier. That comes back on a long rest. You can also, at level 3, go into your starry form. So far, nothing different from what I've seen. Did they get? No, they don't get circle spells. Interesting. All right, when in your starry form, you shed bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for another 10 feet. It lasts for 10 minutes. You can choose Archer when you activate it, and as a bonus action, make a ranged spell attack. And on a hit, it deals radiant damage equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier. I believe that's the same. The Chalice, whenever you heal someone with a spell that uses a spell slot, you or another creature within 30 feet of you also regain hit points. And then Dragon, when you make an intelligence or wisdom check or a constitution saving throw, you can treat a 9 or lower as a 10. I believe that's all the same. And finally, Cosmic Omen. Whenever you finish finally Cosmic, that's level 6 Cosmic Omen. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I saw the fighter coming up. Cosmic Omen, whenever you finish a long rest, consult the star map, roll a die. Until you finish your next long rest, gain access to a special reaction based on whether you rolled an even or odd number. If you roll even, then whenever a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is about to roll a dice, you can use your reaction to roll 1d6 and add the number to the total. If you roll odd, same thing, within 30 feet of you, use your reaction, roll 1d6, and subtract the number from the total. And you can use that reaction number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, and they come back on a long rest. Level 10, Twinkling Constellations. Your starry form improves. The 1d8 of the Archer and Chalice become 2d8. And while you have the Dragon, you have a fly speed of 20 feet and you can hover. And at the start of each of your turns, you can change which constellation you are using. And then at level 14, you are full of stars. And you gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage while in your starry form. Not the craziest thing, but hey, we'll take it. I think that's pretty much the same as it was in the book it came out in. So, hey, that's the Druid. Next up is going to be the Fighter after a short break, so I can drink some water and rest my voice, and we'll continue forward. So.